Okay, so we are on our third formative. Determining values is what I labeled it as. We're talking about creating equations of lines that are parallel or perpendicular, determining values, determining more values. So let's get started. Write the equation of the line that passes through the point -4, 9 and is parallel to the line y equals -3x minus 5. So for these, we need a slope, and since it's parallel, it'll have the same slope, so -3, same slope. And remember, we want y equals mx plus b. We don't know what the b value is, or the y-intercept, but we do know an x value and a y value. So we're going to plug in the x value, the y value, and the slope into the y equals mx plus b equation. So we've got 9 equals -3 times -4 plus b. So 9 equals 12 plus b. Subtract 12 to both sides, so -3 equals b. So the equation of the line that passes through the point of -4, 9 and is parallel to our other line is going to be y equals -3x minus 3. Okay, and if you're not too confident, you can go to Desmos and we can graph both of those lines and see if it passes through the point -4, 9. So let's see. We have -3x minus 3, and we also have -3x minus 5. Those are our two equations. And then let's see if it passes through -4, 9. So -4, 9, our red line, let's see if I can plot it. -4, 9. Oh, -4, 9. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so the red line was the one that we created. The blue line was the one that was given to us. And then the point -4, 9, I graphed, it's the green dot there. Those lines are parallel, so it satisfies all the requirements that question 1 was asking us. And then for number 2, we're going to use the graph to determine the value of f of -1 and when f of x equals -1. So this f of -1 is when x equals 1, what does y equal? And for f of x is the same as y, so y equals -1. What does x equal? So when x equals 1, oh, we can't really see that. Let me change colors. So when x equals 1, what does y equal? Well, y equals 1 as well. Oh, -1. Oh, I read that problem wrong. Okay, x equals -1. -1 right here. Go up, and it looks like that equals 5. So y equals 5. And then when y equals -1, what does x equal? Well, when y equals -1, go to the line, x will equal 2. And then for number 3, we'll use the function f of x equals 31.5x minus 17.75 to determine the following. F of 2 and f of x equals 100. Pretty similar to the last one in that this x equals 2, so we want to figure out what y equals. And this one, y equals 100, so we want to figure out what x equals. So for part A, I'm going to plug in 2 for x and solve for y. So y equals 31.5 times 2 minus 17.75. And I'll just plug all that into Desmos. And it looks like y will equal 45.25. And then I'll slide that over and we'll do part B. When y equals 100, or f of x equals 100, we'll go 100 equals 31.5x minus 17.75. So we'll do the math. We'll add 17.75 to both sides. Get 100, 117.75 equals 31.5x. And we'll divide by 31.5 to both sides. And type that into our calculator. Definitely can't do that in my head. Divided by 31.5. Let's see if we can change that into a fraction, because that's a pretty... both of them are pretty terrible looking. Okay, let's just write it as a decimal. X equals 3.74. That's pretty good. All right, and that's the formative.